everybody is born with a little something extra, and sometimes they just have to find it. A little something extra is that superpower that every single one of us has inside that motivates us and drives our passion and makes us do the things that we do.
We're all on the same team. Let's think about how we can make that team as inclusive as we can.
For those of you listening to our podcast right now, you can also check out our video podcast at alittlesomethingextrapodcast.org.
Here we are, our podcast, Something Extra, with my mom and me, the GiGi, and most of all, Franco Giuliani.
Most of all.
Oh, wow. Listen to you, Franco Gianni.
I think it's all this me covering all the technical difficulties behind the scenes. She's starting to realize who's really in charge here.
Yes. You got a little more credibility now.
A little bit.
Before you were just the brother kind of annoying that you're on her podcast, right?
Mm-hmm. Well,
and now you're like
Gigi's got the
star.
intros all handled now.
Woo-woo.
Well, we also have some guests with us here today.
That I am so excited about. Franco, you going to give a little intro here?
I am going to give a little intro. So we are joined by Grace and Carrie Key. So Grace is a 25-year-old and co-founder of Candidly Kind, which started on March 21st, 2018, World Down Syndrome Day 2018, by her mom, Carrie. And Carrie's joined with us as well. So Grace creates all the artwork and the designs for all of her products on Candidly Kind, and they're going to tell us a little bit about all of that today. You've probably seen Grace all over social media as her Candidly Kind handle. She's got quite the personality. She's got incredible artwork skills. She's an incredible makeup artist as well, and she's also just one of the funniest, just greatest girl in the world. So I'm so excited to be able to talk with her and her amazing mother.
Totally.
So let's give a round of applause for Grace and Carrie Key.
Woo!
Thank you. Thank you.
We are so happy to have you guys.
I'm thinking.
What's up, girl? Grace.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
You were just
Are you
checking
busy
yourself
looking
out on the
yourself?
camera, weren't you?
Did we catch you just staring at yourself and looking how beautiful that you are?
Yeah. Then I have mom.
And then you have
There's
mom.
there right beside you.
She's always there beside you, and you guys are partners in crime, aren't you?
There you go. 2 peas in a pod.
Oh yeah.
2 peas in a pod. So tell us a little bit about your whole story. I mean, Grace, if you want to tell us a little bit about Candidly Kind first and how that whole thing started.
Yeah. I started in middle school, and my first shirt I did is the feline shirt, and I started that in high school, and my art teacher helped me with that.
Oh, that's very cool.
So you started your first shirt, your art teacher helped you with it, and was that when you started figuring out that was where your passion for art was, or were you always an artist?
I'm just an artist. He loves everything.
You were just born that way. She
But
was
when
just
did you-
born that
When
good.
did you start doing your artwork?
Oh,
2018 on World Down Syndrome Day.
Oh yeah, that's when she released her very first shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3/21 of 18. So
Awesome.
Grace had been doing
Yeah.
art through middle schools really when she started getting more into it. But yeah,
Yeah.
so anyway.
That is so awesome. And Carrie, for you as a mom, because of course I have the mom questions.
Mhm.
When you know,
Yes.
did you know when you were pregnant that she had Down syndrome, or was it like for me? I was blindsided at that. Yep, at the birth.
Yeah, no, I did not. I did not. So it was a birth diagnosis, and um, I was turned upside down for 2 days worrying about it until I found out that she had a heart defect, and that changed the game. You know, I worried about, this perfect family
Right.
that I had envisioned. And when they told me that if she didn't have heart surgery, that she would not live past probably 5 or 6, then it saved me from that grief of the diagnosis, honestly,
Totally.
to be perfectly honest. And I mean, wow. I mean, I never imagined what love and joy and everything that Grace has just brought to our family, and not just our family, but the community and beyond, so it's been an amazing journey, and I'm blessed.
Absolutely. Well, and the world, it's so cool now watching these guys. Gigi's is 20, Grace is 25, kind of getting their own voice and showing the world who they are. And they're really representing Down syndrome in just such an amazing way. I'm so proud. Grace, I'm so proud of you and everything that you're doing. What is the favorite thing that you do for your business?
I mean, away at the post office.
What
yeah,
was
yeah.
She does love going to the post office.
Oh.
Tell her, Nancy, why you love going to the post office, Grace.
Because sometimes don't be late until 5 because that's the time they close.
Yeah, but who's your favorite person in the world?
He lives Alabama, and Will Carver. He owns the post office.
Oh boy!
Here.
Oh boy! Shout out to Will Carver.
That's your guy.
He's her favorite postman, and she'll go, Mom, we gotta go. Will's gonna leave at 5:30. They close at 5, but he always opens the doors for Grace, even if we're late. We're known to be late pretty much all the time.
So how does that work? So you guys are constantly you're making the shirts. Do you do that at home?
We don't print the shirts, no.
Okay.
No.
You do the design.
Our suppliers are other small businesses.
Awesome.
In our community, and that's the way we could have delved out and used larger suppliers and probably had a better price point, but we want to be loyal to the people that have been so loyal to us from the beginning, and it's just something we believe in, supporting small.
Totally.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
We always will as long as we can. Oh, what are you grabbing?
Yes.
Grabbing.
I always say that I'm always free.
Oh, that is
That's
awesome.
one of her patriotic designs.
Yeah.
I
She
love
grabbed
it.
that. Free to be me.
Free
Yeah.
to be you. That's a great
Isn't
design.
that
I
cool?
love that.
Look, I'm trying to get it on the camera.
That is
So,
fantastic.
Grace, what she does is she paints the designs, and then she
Mocks it up.
then we take a photograph of
Love
that.
it.
I don't know if you can see that good on the
Totally,
screen.
yes.
But then the picture is used to mock up the design for printing.
Yeah.
That
So
one,
that's
I
kind of-
love that one. Grace, is that one of your favorites?
Yeah, girl.
I love it, girl. It is
But tell her what
good.
your very favorite one is, Grace. Look.
Let's see.
Hey, party people.
Hey, party people.
I was going to ask you about that. Where did that come from? That's just something you love to
That's
say?
your signature line.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what on that. We'll log on to stories or something on Instagram, and I'll say,
like sometimes we go on stories, like we go like on Instagram, TikTok, and so she said, hey everybody, and I said, hey party people.
Hey, party.
about 2 years ago, just out of the blue, I said, hey everybody. And Grace said, hey party people. I mean, I don't know where it came from. I don't know where she got that, but she never quit saying it. And so we just kept getting so many comments. We need a hey party people shirt. We need a hey party people shirt. So
Yeah.
that's kind of how it started.
I think it started by the song by Kesha, TikTok song.
Is that where you got
Hey,
it?
party people.
From
Ah.
Yeah.
Now you
Like-
know, Mom.
Now you know the origin story. Sounds about right. Hey, it's a great tagline, and I think everyone's got to have their tagline. When you're going to be an influencer on social media, you got to know what that calling card is, right?
I know, right?
That was just naturally born.
That's my favorite
Right?
part right there. I love social media.
Yeah, you
That's how
do.
it.
We have a lot of fun, guys. We really do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Grace
that's awesome.
makes me laugh, and
So how do you guys what's your? I know. So like Gigi's has been really getting into the whole social media game now, and really just trying to like navigate her way through that. How do you guys typically handle? Like you guys have a great following on social media. How do you guys typically go about? Like walk me through that process of how you guys capture content, the posting process, and everything.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
As wonderful it is very time consuming.
Yeah.
And so it's what drives Grace's whole business. I mean, really, is
Yeah.
social media
Yeah.
from the beginning. So, but we just take it a day at a time. And there's thousands of things that you miss catching because most of Grace's really big stuff is candid. Like,
Totally.
it's not anything. We've never been ones to like create content from
Yeah.
like a script.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's candid conversations, and Grace is just hilarious, or she'll say something hilarious. Sometimes I'll say, Grace, say that again, and I'll turn the camera on, and most of the time she does.
It's never the
It's
same.
fine.
Sometimes she does, but most of the time she doesn't. But yeah, that's kind of how I'll do. She'll say something hilarious, and I'll go, Grace, will you say that again? So I can get her to. You know how that is.
Oh, totally. I'll walk in on something absolutely hysterical. There's no way. Unless you're mic'd up and have a camera on 24/7, you're never going to catch it. Just the things, I mean, like from the morning routines. You know what I mean? There's so many things that I go, oh my gosh, I just wish the world could see the beauty and the love that just comes from her every single day. And the wit, the funny things, so funny and awesome. You just can't capture it all, but you guys really do a great job on capturing what you do and getting it out there and letting the world see Grace for who she is. And I love that. I think it's awesome.
Thank you. And that's the main thing. That was the main thing we wanted to do, is be authentic.
Totally.
And
But I am too.
well, Grace is so authentic.
We know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Best way possible.
She's gonna just tell you like it is, but it's very important to show that and be authentic with it, and even we share the struggles, sometimes. And I just shared a struggle post yesterday about Grace's skin, and how dry it is, and how we have to work on, getting on that a lot.
Yes.
Especially when we're doing so much. She doesn't want to talk about it, but
Yeah.
nothing adverse. But anyway,
it's for my makeup stuff in my business.
it's one of the things they got right when Grace was born. They got a lot of things wrong, but one thing they said is she will probably have very dry skin, and she's always had that. I don't know if GiGi struggles with that, but it's a constant thing we work on, especially with all the beauty content that Grace does for
Absolutely.
specifically for Urban Decay Cosmetics and L'Oreal.
Yeah.
So we have to try our best to keep her skin looking good.
Yeah, and you love that stuff, don't you, Grace?
I have skin.
You have skin.
You
yes.
do have skin.
You do.
You have
Skin.
fabulous skin.
Well, I love that you guys are just so I think it makes sense considering that your guys' business is called Candidly Kind. I mean, that's the thing. You guys are just you, and that's what you got to show on social media. I feel like it's such a rare thing nowadays for people to actually express themselves in their most authentic way. And I think that is what's so amazing about you, Grace. I think you do such an amazing job with that. I think GiGi does a really good job with it too. And I think that's why, and at least I've been noticing it, maybe it's just because my algorithms just completely
Bring you to
dialed
Down
in
syndrome.
to Down syndrome and disabilities. But I think that so many people with Down syndrome do so great on social media because of just the authentic nature that they have when it comes to everything that you're putting out there. And I think people really just resonate with that. And I think that's why people love individuals with Down syndrome so much, is because they are their truest self, and they don't really have to apologize.
You absolutely just have to kind of go with the flow. I mean,
Yeah.
most conversations, just lead where you don't really expect them to lead, and it's what's so wonderful about it.
Absolutely.
Hey,
It's my favorite part.
that's where Hey Party People comes from, right?
Woo, woo.
Yeah, there you go, right there. We just love the social media around there.
Grace loves going live on social media too.
Yeah.
She will she'll beg me to go live.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it's the best way for you to be able to talk with your fans, right?
People really get the authenticity in a live video.
Yeah.
That's
what she likes.
So we have a lot.
You want to ask that question, Gigi?
You want to ask? She's got
Gigi
some
has
questions.
a bunch of questions.
She's
ready
getting
for you.
annoyed because we keep talking to you, Grace. She wants to have some questions for you.
How do you like being an influencer?
How do you like being an influencer, Grace?
That was fun.
It's fun.
What's your favorite part? Do you have a favorite part?
The lipstick and then the mascara.
And getting to show it all off?
Yeah, and doing their campaigns for them. And we went to their headquarters to visit all the people.
What headquarters though? What headquarters are you talking about?
Urban Decay Cosmetics and L'Oreal, because we
L'Oreal,
own Urban Decay.
Yeah.
Very cool. That's
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah, it opens up all those
Yeah,
doors for you to be able
Yeah,
to.
it's an amazing facility. Yeah.
I bet.
Really cool. And I know Gigi is also very curious about that part too. So, Gigi, what about the question above it?
Which one?
No.
Grace, you're also quite the beauty ambassador What is your favorite part about makeup?
I love doing all their campaigns.
What do you like putting on? You like putting on lipstick? What's your favorite makeup that you wear? I'm thinking.
Uh, Lipstick,
It,
mascara.
oh, nice. Lipstick and mascara, those are your favorites? That's really all a girl needs, right?
Put on a little lipstick.
That's
yeah.
right.
I don't like mascara. I don't like it.
Yeah, Gigi's not a fan
Why
of
don't you
mascara.
like mascara?
But I still love lipstick still.
Yeah,
So
Why don't you
Yeah.
like mascara?
I don't like it.
she doesn't like it because
Does
then
it
when she
stress you
works
out when you're
out,
trying to put it in your eyes?
Well,
yeah, and then when she
yeah,
works out,
I guess
then
I
it
feel you,
drips.
Gigi,
Yeah.
because it bothers my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I
Oh.
Even the organic hypoallergenic bothers
Yeah.
my eyes. But anyway,
See?
if I work out, it will drip.
If she works
So-
out, then it drips because you sweat.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's very true.
But your lipstick stays
Yeah.
on, and you're good.
Yes.
All right, what else you got?
Do you have a favorite color to use?
And to my piss.
oh, she's
Oh, her
She's got
lipstick. Oh, I know you're red. I see those red lips. I know your favorite lip color
that's
is
her
red.
current, that's her current favorite. Yeah,
Yep.
that's the new lip bond. It's a good one because it doesn't come off. Like
That's
it
awesome.
doesn't bleed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really nice. Because if you get it on wrong though, are you able to move it so you can fix it? Because that's been an
You
issue that we've
can
had.
before
Okay.
it dries.
Yeah.
I was really skeptical about it myself, but as you age and you have the little lines around your lips,
Yeah.
it's nice to have that. But yeah, you can do this until it dries, and then it'll stay all day.
Oh wow. I have to try that. That's
Carrie,
okay,
I got
huh?
a question for you. So when it came to like Grace getting into makeup and into just cosmetology in general, what was your kind of like first impression on that? Was that something that you like wanted her to get into or like explore
Well,
herself? 'Cause I know a lot of parents might not.
Sometimes if I eat something, I watch people putting on their makeup.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Her love of makeup goes way back before Candidly Kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she started loving makeup in middle school. Her first cousin and her best friend, who she's in the wedding with,
Oh.
the wedding,
She's got a wedding this weekend.
they started doing makeup together, and and then her first cousin is a trained makeup artist.
Ah, that's
But
what it's.
Grace, what she would do is she would watch YouTube videos of people putting makeup on. You know how that's so
Right.
big, the tutorials.
Yeah.
When she was really young, and so that's when she started, and it was a natural thing to share because if you notice our social media, we don't put a whole lot about the business on there. Most of the stuff is just candid stuff. Grace is in what she enjoys, and so in the beginning, it's a lot of what we shared
Mhm.
is her putting on her makeup because that's what she loved, and so the brands started reaching out and sending her product, like tons of brands.
Yeah.
As she grew, and then that's what led to her doing the makeup influencing, and specifically she does so much for Urban Decay, but that's been her favorite makeup since she started.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
So it was just like a dream for
A
Grace.
perfect fit,
because
right?
those first
It's fun. I'm good.
but it's really awesome because of the inclusivity.
Yeah.
And one thing that I'll share that's really awesome is that through this process over the last couple of years, we were contacted by the HR of L'Oreal. So they own Urban Decay. It was started by privately, but they bought Urban Decay out. And so she contacted us and said they wanted to start an ability internship program. And it was because of Grace.
Oh, that's
Grace-
awesome.
Grace had been doing influencing work for them. And so I was like, it was just thrilling to me because
Yes.
that's why we started Candidly Kind. It wasn't just a
Totally.
business. It's
Yeah.
to spread awareness, to make a change. They implemented that program, and the pandemic and COVID delayed it some.
Yeah.
But the first intern started about 3 or 4 months ago. We were able to meet her when we were at L'Oreal
Awesome.
headquarters. And they're planning on expanding that to their other brands. Like L'Oreal owns dozens of brands.
Yes.
And so they're planning on expanding that program. There's no telling how many people with disabilities will be hired by them. And it was all inspired by Grace. I mean, I'm just like so humbled by that.
Right? Oh, that's amazing. And on top of that, not only are inspiring companies to change their hiring and who they're bringing in, but you guys also give a good portion of your revenues away, don't you?
Yes.
I saw that. That's really awesome. That is really awesome.
It's very important. We've done that from the beginning. You want to share some people we've given to, Grace? There's lots of people.
I know y'all does too.
We've given a lot to GiGi's, the Atlanta GiGi specifically.
Awesome.
Yep. And
thank you so
we
much.
wanted to be back in their gala the 20th, and from there we had to be flying. We had to be driving the 20th because the 21st we're going to visit Lee Brown's house and his barn.
Oh,
the day after.
Whoa.
She's so excited. Yeah, we're going to the GiGi's Gala October 20th, and then we're leaving that night to go to Nashville to go to a thing at the Bryan's house. But
to be a country man.
We're country.
Bryan.
Oh
She's
gosh.
so excited.
Yes.
She tells everybody about it. But no, we've given to so many, it's hard to name, but you want to name some?
Ruby's Rainbow.
Ruby's Rainbow.
Yep. Oh, I saw that.
Her shirt I gave my Big Loud shirt.
That's awesome.
To their profits.
Best Buddies, Ruby's Rainbow, of course, GiGi's, the Down Syndrome Society of Atlanta, the National Down Syndrome Society, I mean, I could just go on and on. Global, we've given to all of them. And we do give a lot to
Atlanta Organization of Heart Atlanta.
And the hospital that Grace, where she had her open heart surgery, we give to that, to them. And we also support the Brett Boyer Foundation.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. That's awesome.
But Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, the Heart Center specifically. I mean, I could name, I could take the whole time up telling you who we've given to, and it's very important.
Well, I think that's
we have never given regretted doing it ever. It's like sometimes you reach, you give more than you expect to.
Totally.
But never, ever have I regretted anything like that. It's just been so, it's been a blessing.
You guys have been giving to organizations that, are pushing the exact same type of advocacy that touches so close to heart with you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, whether it's with the heart centers or with Down syndrome, or with disabilities in general. I mean, those are the three big ones. And the fact that you guys can be able to create a for-profit that goes back then to the nonprofits, I mean, that's just a really incredible thing, and I really respect everything.
We'll always do that.
Yeah.
During COVID, we gave to the trauma hospital in Atlanta that had the most COVID patients, and
awesome.
we did face masks, and we donated 100% of those profits to Grady. But just because they were the number one, had the most patients with COVID at the time,
awesome. And it's hard when you set out, like when we started GiGi's, it was like, we're going to do everything for free. And everyone's like, you can't keep doing everything for free. That's not sustainable. You can't do it. And you stick to it. It's how you started. It's where you are. It's what 20 years later when everybody else said we couldn't still do it. We are still doing it, and we will always do it. So I love that you guys are sticking with what you guys made a commitment to, and not only changing the world for Grace, but for everybody who's out there with Down syndrome. You guys are amazing. And I know GiGi has a couple more questions, and then I have one that I want to be able to ask. So you guys know that our podcast is called A Little Something Extra. And I just wanted to ask you guys, what do you think is your little something extra? What is that superpower that drives you to do everything that you do?
Smile and laugh.
Smile and
Grace
laugh?
has an uncanny ability to make people laugh and smile.
Yeah.
That's her
no
superpower.
Doubt about that.
Girl,
I guess my
yes.
superpower is determination to make a change and to spread awareness and to give back. Honestly, it's what drives me.
That is
what
awesome. You guys give me goosebumps because I swear I see it. I see how authentic you are, not only here today on the podcast, but I see it on in social media. And I love that. I just love seeing something pure, something kind, spreading a message that like for you and I, Carrie, as moms, like we've always seen it in our kids. And it's like, man, you just wish the rest of the world could see it. And thank you, God, now they can. As much as I thought social media was like, when I first came out for my other kids, and I was like, oh my gosh, like social media was something I wanted them to stay away from. It really has been a place, you know, for as many bad things that can come out of it, so many great things can come out of it, and allows our kids a platform and a place they never would have gotten one.
Exactly. Think of all the people out there sharing their kids' lives with Down syndrome and other disabilities. I mean,
Absolutely.
just the gamut is just like immeasurable.
Yeah.
So what it's done for that, you can't, you know, it's been a great thing.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we need it.
Anything and party.
And party, and we still get to party.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Say that again.
No, we can do anything. Well, have a party, have an mimosa.
Yeah, mimosas, girl. I got a little spire. I don't have a mimosa here, but I'd like one.
We can do
When we
anything
can,
in party.
next time we come
There you
to,
go, Mom. Say
yes,
that,
next time we're going through Georgia, we're going to meet you
How many
girls.
times have I had that ask me, you know, can Grace have a mimosa? She has Down syndrome. I'm like, yeah. You know,
20, yeah.
she's 25.
Oh my God, Gigi is counting the days till she's 21.
Yeah, because on my 26th birthday, I think we're going to Chicago and see all my shows out there.
Woo! Come
If
on
we
out,
come to
girl.
Chicago, we'll
Meet
have
up.
to visit.
We'll do,
right?
Yes.
we'll do a brunch. It'll be fun.
Yes, all the mimosas you can drink. Okay, go, Gigi.
I know you like doing makeup. Do you have any tips? I'm trying to get good at it.
So Gigi's been working on her makeup game and trying to up it a little bit. Do you have any tips for her?
Yeah.
What's your makeup tips?
Lipstick and mascara.
Do those. I
Those two?
agree. Those are your two things you just got to work at the most. She doesn't like the mascara thing, but you know what? You know what we do? We'll do eyebrows for her because she doesn't like the mascara. We always do the brushed up eyebrows and do a little fun with her eyebrows.
Yeah.
That works for her.
Yeah.
And mine just sit there so long.
They look good, girl. Don't be touching those. When I was young, I plucked mine all out, and now I'm like tattooing them on and doing anything to get eyebrows back again.
Times have changed.
Yes. All right,
For
Gigi,
sure.
you got a question for both of them, right?
I do. Is owning your own business hard work?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is, but it's always fun. You know, it's always fun. So I think when you have the passion to go with with the business, that's what makes it fun. I mean, yeah, it's really hard. Grace, especially right now, she's doing the makeup thing. We're trying to ship orders. When she's featured on news, I mean, it's just like overwhelming.
Yeah,
But we
sometimes-
always make it fun, don't we, Grace?
Yeah, sometimes that news makes me tired.
Makes you tired? I think Gigi
Yeah.
can relate to that one.
Yes.
That's for sure.
When you have publicity and you're overrun, it does get, like I said, it's overwhelming. But the passion is what drives us. And so that would be my advice to someone wanting to do this is just go with a passion, you know, that, because without that, it's hard because you do have to work very hard.
Very hard.
And
It's nonstop, 24/7.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
because you have to also keep them, you know, like with Gigi, she's for years had to understand that like a diabetic needs insulin, she needs fitness and therapy. She needs to be working her body every single day and building that body up. If you want to be able to have that energy and be able to stand up, have a job, be out there doing things, you got to build your body up every single day and set those goals. So there's so many other things besides just the work. These guys got to build their bodies and eat the right foods and work out, you know, and keep themselves going to be able to do what everybody else is able to do. So
absolutely.
it's pretty
Yeah,
spectacular.
and as your kids get a little older, it's even, you know, it's very hard. It's different, you know, the
Right.
body changes and all that. Grace discovered that.
Yep.
She started working out and eating healthy. And so we implemented one treat day a week.
Yes.
Back at the first of the year,
On Friday.
On Friday?
Friday is her treat day.
That's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
best. Yep.
So
We
that's
live for
kinda-
treat days,
Yeah, but
Grace.
not this Friday to be out of town. So,
Well, you're going to be at the wedding
But,
this weekend,
yeah,
so maybe you might get 2 cheat
the
days.
wedding.
but the wedding is on Saturday, and we're doing a Herschel dinner on Friday night.
Yeah, Grace is a bridesmaid this weekend. That's what she's talking about. So
Be amazing.
we won't have the usual Friday treat.
but next Friday I will.
All right
Next
then.
Friday you will.
Yes.
You'll be good.
All right. Go ahead,
All right,
Gigi.
Gigi has her signature question now.
If you had one message to the world, what would it be?
One message to the world, Grace. What would it be?
Just love everybody and be kind.
Woo!
Love everybody and be kind.
That's the best message ever. Carrie, what do you got?
Yes, well, I agree. I mean,
Yeah.
that's our thing. We talk about it all the time.
But
Just
she's
love
my business
everybody.
partner.
That fits my thoughts exactly. So
Well, a lot better if everyone just followed that.
But
Yes.
definitely she's my business partner.
Your business
Your
partner.
We work together. So,
Yes.
Yeah,
Now
it
you have
doesn't
you have
cost a
another
one penny to
sister.
be kind.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Right.
cost a penny. So
Yeah, and my family owns my business, so
That's
and
awesome.
my sister in California built my website, and me, my mom, and my dad own my business.
Nice. You should be proud of that, girl. That is so awesome. That is so beyond awesome.
Yeah, tell me about it.
it's a family affair, kind of
Yeah.
like you guys.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's us. Couldn't be better. I know. So, don't you feel so blessed by that? Being able to be in business with your family and doing something so good.
Yes, we do most of the day in and day out things, but our family helps with everything. Like she said, Tana, our oldest, did the website. Grace built the
Good night.
website in the
I'm good.
beginning, and I've learned how to navigate that a little bit. But yeah, it's a family affair,
That's awesome.
all to benefit Grace.
Yep. It's crazy how we can challenge ourselves to do things we never thought we'd be doing, you know?
Yeah, I would. Without this, I mean, we would be retired. It's not something that I had ever planned on happening. It just happened out of something that happened with Grace in high school,
Yeah.
and things happen for a reason.
Yeah, sometimes people don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
get
didn't
it.
talk about that, but as far as the beginning of the
We talked
business,
about it.
the beginning of the business was born out of some adversity, and don't you hear that all the time?
Yeah.
People
Right.
that take some adverse situations and turn it into something wonderful and good, and that's what happened with us. And
Just say it.
you want to say it, you
Yeah.
want to talk about it.
But you can.
You can say
Grace
it.
had some, yeah, Grace did not want to talk about it until a couple of years ago, but she was bullied in high school.
Yeah.
And it was very hard for me, especially. Grace is so forgiving, but you know how that is.
Absolutely.
So out of that adversity and trauma, the idea for Candidly Kind actually came to me personally in a vision.
Yeah.
Like it was like basically
A God thing.
from my higher power.
Yeah.
So and it took a few months to make it materialize, but it's been just such a blessing.
That's
The
so
positive that has been brought out of that negative situation is unbelievable. So
Yep, that's what I've always said. Like miracles, they're not always pretty and easy to find. Sometimes they're filled with tragedy and
Sometimes
devastation.
Men people are crazy like that.
Yeah, I know, girl. I hear you. But you know what? Look at you now because of them.
well, one of the best things about it is the people we've met too. Just like
Yes.
you, and I mean just too many wonderful people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally found my people, for the
Yes.
first time in my life.
Oh, that's
So-
so awesome.
Yeah, so it's awesome.
That is amazing. Well, we thank you guys so much for being with us. Gigi, are you want to do can you guys stick around while Gigi does her tips right now real quick?
Absolutely.
Heck yeah,
Let
girl.
me say one more thing,
Yes.
Nancy. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you for what you've done.
Oh,
I asked Howie Rosenberg is
yeah.
he runs
Yeah.
Gigi's Atlanta.
Yeah, him and Fred does.
Yeah,
Love
well,
them.
But anyway, Howie, I asked him one time. I'm like, how has she built this and just expanded this? So he's like, she just has a fire in her. And I get it. I truly get it. And I just want to thank you for that, because to have a organization where nobody that walks in the door is expected to pay a cent, not even for parking. I mean, I was just like, it's thank you.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, thank you guys for spreading your message of love and acceptance. You know what I mean? It's never one of us. It's all of us together, and it's what we do collectively is what's going to change the world. So I'm so grateful to you guys. So thank you. I so appreciate that. And
Thank you.
G, do you want to get started with these tips? What do you want to say?
Did you say tips?
I did say tips.
Tips!
Woo! Singing it for you. Singing it for Grace.
Being creative.
Oh, did you hear that, Grace? She's doing tips on being creative. That's because of you, girl. You inspired her. All right, what do you got, Cheech? What do you got?
Art has no rules. Create what makes you happy.
Art
Has no rules. Create what makes you happy. Nice.
Okay, I agree.
Work on art in your free time. It helps you. It helps with stress and it's calming. I do coloring books for my free time.
It is calming.
Yeah.
I've actually done it with you.
No, just me.
Well, now it's her and Lucas, so yeah, I'm not allowed to anymore. Sorry. She's like, no, now it's me and Lucas.
I saw that smile.
Staying creative helps your brain healthy and sharp.
Does keep you healthy and sharp. I agree.
You don't have to be good at the start. It takes time. So practice.
Practice. Yep, that's what Grace did, and now she's perfect.
Yes, she's perfect. And beautiful.
And beautiful. Oh, and beautiful. That was nice, Cheech.
Art is not just coloring or painting. It can be anything. Sing, dance, make videos, and to be creative.
Absolutely.
And that's all my tips for you.
Woo!
For you, Grace.
Those are awesome.
All
Awesome
right.
tips.
Yes. Do you have anything else you want to say to these guys?
No,
I'm sure. Usually, if she's going to talk about anything, it's probably going to be about Lucas.
probably.
Yeah.
We love y'all. We love following along.
Oh, well, thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for being on and putting up with our technical difficulties. You guys were amazing. And we want to take a quick picture, so we're going to wrap it up real quick. But stay with us. We love you guys.
We're going to have to get us some shirts.
Franco's famous.
Oh, yeah. I know what shirt I want. I want that freedom. I'm going to get that freedom shirt. I really like that shirt, the one that she showed.
I want for my shirt.
Because
I want the
my
hate
favorite
bloody
thing is
people.
free because sometimes the free girl is Britney Spears and I've been who owns their global man and Steve and he loves Britney Spears and the Spice Girls.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah. Well, makes sense.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Yes.
It's been a blast. It's been a long time coming. Our technical difficulties
Oh
held
my
us
gosh.
off for a little bit.
Yes.
But I'm happy that we were finally able to meet with you guys and that you guys were actually able to hear us this time.
Yes.
So thank you guys so much for joining us.
Yes. Keep changing the world, girls. You guys are killing it. We're so proud of you. Everybody tune in. You guys can find Grace at Candidly Kind everywhere. Very easy to find.
And on social media.
Yeah. And we are just so blessed to have had you on today. And we look forward to seeing you guys in person next time. Everybody is born with a little something extra, and sometimes they just have to find it. A little something extra is that superpower that every single one of us has inside that motivates us and drives our passion and makes us do the things that we do.
We're all on the same team. Let's think about how we can make that team as inclusive as we can.
For those of you listening to our podcast right now, you can also check out our video podcast at alittlesomethingextrapodcast.org.